Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing, whoever has subscribed before. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you can be able to reach you and give you more comments on contents, on whatever we're discussing about the fish. And especially now, it's catfish, and that is what we are doing at the moment. So, yesterday on my other previous video, we showed you how active these fish are at night because they're so nocturnal. Now in the morning, they're also very, very active. The weather is not very good, but however, I can see them today. They're actually playing around with water, and actually, this is the feeding time that we are supposed to be doing now. So, without further much to do, let me start feeding. And as we said yesterday, this feed it's 0.7 mm, and this 0.7 mm is because the granules are not big, so this will be able to be easily digested by the fish. So please ensure that you just don't pour your food inside, as again as I said. uh First of all, see how are they reacting on the food. So I can tell from how they are actually picking up the food. The particles are okay until 2 weeks from now, whereby we'll change the food to 1 millimeter. How do I know when to move to 1 millimeter? The observation of the fish, the size of the fish tells you. They actually be turning to juveniles in actually in 2 weeks time. So definitely the feed that we giving them will be very small, and to be taking so long to be absorbed, and then that's where the problem will come. So when you buy the food, make sure you know the size of your fish, because if you know the size of your fish, then that tells you what type and size of fish that uh, you'll be giving your fish. So as I said, I give them food which is called skirting, and skirting is actually a lot of protein content. It's almost 55%. So just be sure what and where you're buying your feeds. For more of that, I can be able to guide you where to buy, and then make sure that you feed your fish. So let's continue feeding the fish in the morning. Please join me again, feeding them up, so that you can be able to see how they are a little bit slow today. Somehow I can still tell that, but it's because the weather is becoming dull. I can tell that. So if your fish doesn't eat that much, you can actually make a way of calling them to come up. Right now, I can see most of them are up, but when they don't show up, I just bang the side of my fish pond. So if I do that, they all come up because they tend to feel that vibration through the water, and they'll come back and eat, and then that is how you manage to get your fish up. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. And again, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Share with your friends. View the video. You might learn something new. So let's move to the next pond, whereby we'll be able to do the feeding for the next pond. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is pond number 2, which I normally call Mount Kenya Pond. There's a reason behind calling Mount Kenya Pond, and to be very specific, this pond actually was my first pond. So here we have still 1,000 catfish today, whereby it's still feeding time. And just for your information, I've been observing the fish like 20 minutes and see if there's any signs of any fish that is dead. And I can see, and thanks God, that the temperatures didn't drop that much last night. So temperatures normally drop at night. So that is the time that oxygen levels will go down. So for catfish, as I said on my previous video, catfish actually they are very hardy. So they can survive on low oxygen levels. But that doesn't mean that you do not need to take care of your oxygen levels. So please make sure that your water is always sufficient. The quality is okay. That means the water should not be smelly. And if it's smelly, just be sure that the water is not of bad quality. So how do you know if your water is of bad quality? Number one, if your water is very, very, very green, and I repeat, very green, you can't even see even an inch or two, then please note that water is actually of the danger zone. Why? Because ammonium nitrate builds up because when the sun hits the water, and then algae is formed form that green thing is called algae. Then algae can be still also formed through also when you put up your feet on into the water on the pond, that develops ammonia. So please make sure when you feed your feed or your fish, please make sure your feeds are enough, sufficient. Don't overfeed. Again, overfeeding fish doesn't work. Actually, it makes them. You can easily also die because even you, when you take a lot of food, then you have problems with your digestion. So let us continue feeding. I'll have to call them. This is how I have to call them. This one, they're a little bit. They like taking the sweet time before they start feeding. So I can't compare with the other pond because most of them here uh, they take their time. So you might see them not coming up very fast compared to the other pond. As you can see, they're dragging coming up. So I can't actually put a lot of food because I don't want to waste the food again, and I don't want to put too much ammonium nitrate in the pond. So I'll keep on rolling them up to see if they can come. Yeah. So I can see some of them actually coming up. So you normally feed them to see how they are coming up. So if you can see, I mean, the weather actually today is a little bit chilly. It's quite chilly, and I can tell also the fish they are kind of slow on this pond to respond. So you have to keep on observing. And also I have a temperature gauge that I normally measure the water. So ideally it should be between 26 and 28, not more than 30 degrees Celsius. That is the warm profile. So for catfish, they can actually play around that. And if you have in a warmer climate, even the better actually. So please make sure that you feed them properly. Make sure the water is clean. As I keep on repeating, water quality. Aquaculture is all about water. If your water, you don't have any good source of water, and the quality is bad, there is no way that you can get fish. So again, let's keep on feeding them just by pinching up some small quantity of feed because I can tell for now they're really not in the mood of eating. But that doesn't mean they're not hungry. So I will not feed them a lot until they finish the food which is actually floating. Otherwise, I'll be building ammonium nitrate now and then, which is going to take me or cost me something to do with fatality. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and there we go. We'll be able to see more of the content coming in about catfish farming. So, we'll be having another shoot probably in the next few episodes whereby we'll be doing tilapia farming. So we diversify from catfish to tilapia, and we'll see how that goes well. All right, thank you. Have a good day.